Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you find yourself here for the very first time, I'm really so glad that you got your way down here. My name is Ruth Olusoya, and here on this channel I film about self-development, I feel about relationship, faith, and also lifestyle. So today, I'm really so excited. The first reason is I feel like it's been so long since I sat down in front of my camera like this and I'm really so excited to be doing this. Actually, I'm not done with my exams though, but then because I'm waiting for you guys, I have to shoot video. So today's video, I would say that what I want to discuss, I wanted to say is pre-order. But then, I've had people ask me questions about what I want to discuss, and I've also had reasons to ask people that I saw that they are better than me, and then I've had to ask them questions about this same topic I would be treating today. What I want to talk about is stage fright. I want to really talk about stage fright. I feel like whenever a problem is known, to solve it is going to be very easy. So I'll be talking about everything you need to know about stage fright. To some extent, I'm qualified to talk about this topic because I'm a public speaker. So I'm going to be talking about everything that you need to know about stage fright. And then stage fright is not just you talking to some particular set of audience. So stage fright is not limited to public speakers alone. The word stage there does not necessarily mean that you have to find yourself maybe a mic and then you're talking to people. No, that's not what stage fright is. Stage fright is like an anxiety that comes with you being in front of audience. And the worst thing about stage fright is that it does not have to do with how many numbers of people are there at that particular time. Some people could experience stage fright because they want to present to just one person. Yes, they tell you that stage fright cannot be limited to a particular number of people. You'd have people experience stage fright just because they want to answer questions in class, just because they want to contribute. And most people have robbed the society of great ideas because they had stage fright, because they could not just stand up to say that I feel like this is what we should do, I feel like this is what we should not do. This brings me to the first point that says that stage fright can never be avoided, but it can be prevented. You cannot avoid stage fright. Even somebody that talks to number of people every day still have this kind of can I do this, still have this kind of heartbeat or heart race whenever they still want to do that same thing that they've done over and over again. This is to tell you that stage fright cannot be avoided, it can only be managed. So whether you see people that they're talking eloquently, whether you see people that you really admired them so much, just know that these people too sometimes have doubts in their mind whether they are going to do well like they've always done. These people too sometimes have what we call stage fright. But then the difference between you and them is that they know that stage fright cannot be avoided. So they are not putting their strength and their power in that I want to do without this thing. Rather, they are focusing their strength and they are focusing their way out on how do I manage this thing called stage fright? I don't want to avoid it because I know it can't be avoided, but how do I manage it? So that's what you need to know about stage fright. You need to know that you cannot avoid stage fright. You can only manage stage fright. And then I'm not going to talk about that today. My focus is just to tell you what stage fright really is and everything you need to know about stage fright. And another thing I want you to know about stage fright is that it's not only called stage fright, so that people will not just feel like it's limited to only speakers. It's also called performance anxiety. I feel it's also called presentation anxiety or so. So for you to know that it's not just limited to people that speak alone, it's not just limited to people that have to talk to some particular set of audience. It's not limited to those people. It boils down to you presenting something. It boils down to you acting drama in church. It boils down to you doing miming and expression. It boils down to you coming out volunteering for games, probably to represent your team. You can have stage fright, and stage fright is really in levels. So that's why I said the first time that the difference between you and somebody that speak eloquently in front of large crowd, large audience, is because these people have learned how to manage their stage fright. Yes, because I've experienced oh my god, I've experienced a whole lot about stage fright. You feel like, and I know, so that's what I'm saying, you're not the only one experiencing stage fright. You feel like your heart wants to jump out of your mouth. The time that I was to represent like my faculty in a debate, and then I've prepared so well, but I had stage fright and it took a toll on me because I went outside prior to the time that I was to come out to, you know, speak, and then I started crying. Like, I forgot every of my lines. So you're not the only one, that has experienced the fact that you already prepared so hard for something, and then you're getting to the stage and then you forgot everything. So you don't need to, you know, work yourself up too much. You don't need to worry too much, because a lot of people have been there. A lot of people now know how to manage their stage fright. Last thing I'm going to be talking on about performance anxiety or stage fright is that you may have your own peculiar kind of stage fright that you I feel like that you that's peculiar to you. You may have this kind of stage fright that is peculiar to you. And then this brings me to hitting the nail on the head. That's why I said that whenever you know the source of a problem, the solution is very near, because you know where to attack, you know what to do. For some set of people, they have performance anxiety, in that like their hands will be sweating, like their hands will be shaking. For some people, they cannot even control the way their legs will be shaking, and then all of those things. And for some people, they start crying. I feel like mine is the tears. Like, I'll just have to go outside and then start crying. I remember this competition I went for last. There was a time that we were to do pet project presentation, and stage fright came. So I felt like I couldn't do it. So I took permission. I was going to the toilet. I went to the toilet and I started crying. What I do most times to avoid or to manage my stage fright is affirming to myself. So you need to know what works for you. For some people, they do away with practicing and they just relax, they just calm. Some of them will not even talk prior to the time that they are to present. Some of them will not even stress their brain. So for some people, it's just that they would have to remain calm. They don't talk, they don't stress their brain to avoid their own stage fright. And another thing I want to say about stage fright or performance anxiety is that most people feel like it's not for me. I do not have any, I'm a businesswoman. I don't have any reason to talk to public. I don't have any reason to present in public. I don't have any reason to perform in the public. So I don't need anything about public speaking. I do not need to know anything about stage fright. The truth is that everybody at one point in their life would have to stand up to probably defend a family friend, to probably speak for themselves, to probably do something. And at that time, if you've not mastered the art of all these things like public speaking, like how to avoid stage fright, you would see that you're going to fail. So don't feel like this topic is for some particular set of people, because you're not a public speaker, you're not a presenter, you're not somebody that performs, you're not an athlete, you're not a footballer. I'm telling you right now to your face that there would be times where you would even have to stand up to speak for yourself, probably to talk to somebody, and then because that confidence is not there, because that fear is there, because that nervous feeling is there, you would see that you will not be able to do it. And at that time, it might be too late for you. So don't feel like this topic is not for you. It is for you. As a businesswoman, you need confidence to defend the products that you sell. As a pastor, you need to teach people in the congregation. You need to suggest in a board meeting. You need to raise up your hand because you have an idea to talk to people in a board meeting. And at this time, if you do not have what it takes, you're going to rob the society of your lovely idea, like I said earlier. So please, I know that you've been blessed. Do well to comment, to put down in the comment section what you feel whenever you're scared to go and talk in the public, or what you feel, or what's the peculiarity of your own stage fright. Do well to put down in the comment section, and know if you're going to, if you really want me to talk about, you know, how to overcome stage fright or how to manage stage fright in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really so glad I filmed this video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Stay blessed till next time that we see.